Good evening, guys and girls. We are bringing you a late night edition of Storm. And I am your voice of choice, DrMarxout. We are kicking things off with Blitz Division action. First man down, Ollie Oxenfree, fresh off that big triple threat victory on Remedy last week. Almost killed Guano Loco in the process. Loco was placed on concussion protocol. Will be off the next couple weeks, but will be back in fighting shape. If not directly for us here, he will be in line for Mexican standoff over in Supernova Pro. Ollie's opponent tonight, much more refined than Guano Loco. Jay Hellion, former Blitz Division champion. We're not even at our second super card of the season yet. He's already got a match of the year candidate. He's been a completely different Jay Hellion this season. Ramped up the aggression. Seems to be putting a lot less stock in what the crowd thinks and more just trying to get those wins. FCK partner Curse Hero will be in action later on tonight. We still have no idea where the hell Grim is. If there are comments going on in the chat feed, I can't see them yet. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out all throughout the night. And apparently it's working. Supernova Pro calling for Jay Hellion for Mexican standoff. We'll possibly have to make that a thing. Opening bell here on Storm. We got a collar elbow tie up. Into the wrist lock from Jay Hellion, rather. Transitions into that rear hammerlock. We're wrestling right out of the gate, folks. Falls into that jawbreaker. Almost the go-to black eye move. Go-to black eye jawbreaker, possibly. And Hellion staying right on that arm. Transitions into that kneeling armbar. Into the arm drag takeover. And then Ox throwing out that strike combo, finishing it off with a heel kick. There's the far side. Hellion catches him with a nasty big boot on the way back in. Jawbreaker onto that mohawk. And camera guy, thank you for getting the upskirt. I mean, I don't know. Rear chin lock, Hellion trying to show off all sorts of technical prowess here. And there's that aggression I talked about, bouncing the head off that mat. Right back to work. Flatten off that back part of the mohawk. First cover attempt of the evening. 0-3 out at 1. Saki kick. Hellion now into that sitting butterfly lock. King Hippo elbow. Breaks the hold in. Ollie Oxenfree just uses himself like a missile. Only gets a 1 count. No regard for his own well-being. Ox trying to steal a quick cover here. Barely the courtesy of a 1 count. Disrespectful right hand slap. Hellion Not taking that sitting down. And a delayed vertical suplex. Right back to work with that bow and arrow lock. And Nasty Nick saying Hellions going to be not even just a Cruiserweight champion, but a world champion. Irish whips Enzo 3 far side, that lariat into the corner. Now Oxenfree is dumped outside of the playground. Big lariat on the outside. Ox up on the shoulders. Dropped onto that corner of the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Sternum first. Now Hellion throwing the paws and hooves on the outside. And bouncing Oxenfree's face off that turnbuckle post. Both men back in by 8. Match going to continue on the inside. Hellion trying to steal it here. Ox still has something left in the tank. Kicks out at 2.5. Oxenfree fights back with the elbow off the ground. And there's an alley-oop bomb that took out Loco the other day. Hooks the leg. Hellion though out at 2 clean. Off of the dead Kennedy. Oxenfree here trying to steal it. As Hellion up, flips out into that pile driver. Not sure what he calls it. Might be calling her to victory here. Hooks the leg. And Hellion's done after that. I'm sorry, that was the dead Kennedy. The alley-oop bomb's just nasty. Ollie Oxenfree here on something of a winning streak. Offers the handshake. I don't know if that's from Hellion teaming up with Ramon, but there is some punk rock respect there. We move on to tag team action. As our current reigning and defending, not defending in this match, the Risen taking on #1 contenders, Storm Team 3. Fun fact about this little match here, though. For when Fluffy Bunnies attack, it was originally supposed to be just a 2-on-2 match. However, because of what happened at the Voltage Titles Supercard show they put on yesterday afternoon, the Flying Mighty were victorious in their defense against the Risen. Our brass hooked up with Supernova's brass, and now the Flying Mighty will be added to that match, so we will have a triple threat tag team match. As far as I know of, I mean, all 3 of these teams are also technically Cruiserweight teams, but as far as I know of, it'll just be the Risen's tag team belts on the line, unless Nasty Nick wants to be Nasty Nick. I don't know. I'm sorry, what's that hashtag? I'm not hip with all the lingo the kids use these days. But we got the Risen dominant in their tag team reign here as champions. We got Storm Team 3, who their only loss this season has come to the Risen. Ah, there you go. When Fluffy Bunnies attack, thank you. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It's been a long day already. And it's about to get longer. We're only going into our second match. The champ's gonna make their way out first here. Since the weekend of the Risen, they are, as far as I know, undefeated in tag team action here in Blitz. Their fortunes elsewhere may not be as great, but when you have been the dominant champions that they have been, I really don't think you care too much if you lose a couple other places. Coming up around 200 days, if memory serves. I'll have to actually go back and look at the footage to see the day they won. But they held those titles for a while. The longest current active title reign in Blitz outside of Ray Damonio, which doesn't count because he's almost a full 365 days as champion. Unless something weird happens between now and March 3rd, he's hitting a full 365. Unquestionably the longest reigning tag team champions, though, regardless of other accolades. Storm Team 3 here coming out in force with all three members. Team has been successful in all three lineups. Carmelo and Brandon, though, pulling the most weight. Cat people, first victims of the Risen. That actually sounds accurate. We got Akaoni starting things off against Brandon. Tag team Bell Weir ago. Oni throwing the forearm shots, that kick down low and the kick to the guts. Oni just letting the forearms do all the talking here. Nasty heel kick. Spinning leg lariat. B-Storm sent far side. Swats away at that second lariat attempt. Oni just throwing kicks all over the joint right now. Into that rising knee. Heel kick to the back of the head. Storm Team 3 here, unable to get out of the gate to this point. Oh, and he flips Storm over into that knee salvo. Has a hold of that wrist. That was nasty. Almost a variation on Naga's Tijuana Reaper knee. Oni and Naga have a lot of similar moves. I'm gonna have to set up a match between those two. Battle of the knee and Little Dive. B-Storm sending to the Risen corner. Oni runs through the forearm. And just dumps him into the outside. Oni up top. Looking to do something crazy here. Jumps over his partner into that mushroom stomp. Looks like he landed on the shoulders of B-Storm. And then introduces him. Looks like he almost threw him head first into the boots of Sever. Shot down low to the guts with the forearm. there to cut any tag in half. Brand Storm that finally gets his first bit of offense with that pop-up Frankenstein. It looks like he was busted open off of that something outside, but he caught Sever's boots. Oh yeah, that was a hold of Carmelo Storm. Snapmare, Mello right back up. Doesn't like what he sees, gets caught with that tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Alex Sever tagging in for his first bit of action tonight. Snaps it off the headbutt. In that short snap European uppercut. Into the flatliner. Go-to golf guy move. Sever. Crowd booing the Risen right now. Sever stomping on the hands of Mello here. I don't know if they're trying to take out Storm Team 3 to make it just a 2-on-2 match at One Fluffy Bunnies. They can get their vengeance on Fly Mighty, or if they're just kicking on some new offense here. And those crossface shots. Chip Stackworth with the Faxworth. Former TV champion, former tag team champion, former cruiserweight tag team champion over in Supernova Pro. Multiple time user of those crossface shots, just trying to completely lacerate the forehead. Mello here. Mello's had enough of that nonsense, pops up with a shoulder breaker. Big overhand shot, staggers Sever. Did I say stagger? I think I may have just meant enraged. Storm Team 3 getting completely worked here. Double shoulder breaker on Mello. Runs into those heel kicks. I guess his last short roundhouse, it's not heels. Hashtag double roadhouse. Not to be confused with the roadhouse too, which no one has seen. Now Mello dumped to the outside. Oni making eyes at Christian Storm. Picks up Mello. Trying to will his guy back into this match. Tiger suplex into the apron. Oni big knee strike. Heel kick to the back of the head. Forearm shots. Mello stops the second one. It's that knife edge shove on the outside. Makes it a pair. It's a soul kick down low. Oni ducks the line. Snapdragon on the mats. B-Storm looking to get him some of Akaoni. Mello bounced off the turnbuckle post. Carmelo hit his head real hard off that turnbuckle post. He might be out here. And the Risen looking like they're going to take the count out. Risen now up 2-0 after some miscommunication there. I don't think he was supposed to toss in Oni. Maybe he was. He just didn't quite realize that his boy was still half dead on the outside. Fun fact, Sever thanks Bake for the striking, not Black. I think Black just taught him all the chokeouts and how to dress. Risen are victorious, up 0-2. Oh, they're up 2-0 rather on Storm Team. To be fair, a lot of those are just because they've knocked out a lot of their opposition on the outside. It's not so much they take the cheap route; they kick and knee really hard. This match, however, will not have countouts. We're going Headhunter division here. We have Cade representing Project Mayhem. We got Curse Ramon representing FCK. We have Ku the War God representing the Old Gods, which is just him and Liaga. But even that's terrifying to think that they've teamed up at least once at house shows. Still trying to work on the travel issues to get them to team up televised, but at the same time, I don't know if any insurance rates can handle that level of violence. We know that Cade and Curse Ramon both have had issues with the current Headhunter champion, Jimmy Havoc. I actually think this was supposed to have Havoc involved in a non-title match, but travel issues, because he wrestles pretty much everywhere, always, every day. Something with thumbtacks and barbed wire spider rings, some such nonsense. I don't know. Fact is, Headhunter champion's not here tonight. So we have the former Headhunter champion, Ku the War God, in his place. Always more than willing to hurt someone. I can't imagine that went well for Cade. Was that before or after Wizard almost broke his legs at Smokeout? Cade, first man out here. Former Blitz Division champion. Former high-class wrestling Super Junior champion. I want to say he was the second most dominant champion of last season. Only because the first was Wizard, and it's very rare you're going to be first over Wizard in anything unless you're the Iceman. I don't know, Cade may be able to beat him in Tetris or Pong or some such. We just got word next week on Remedy. Not next week. I keep saying next week like it's not just Monday. The Minister of Mayhem, Dante Ripley, has demanded that Cade and Amadeus Keith take out whatever issues they had with each other when they were at ringside for Nightmare's reclaiming of that Blitz Division title. Has demanded that they beat whatever the hell beef they have with each other out of each other. So on Remedy, we will have another street fight involving Cade and Amadeus Keith. Oh, well then. Apparently Blood God's taking a walk. Something, something, future endeavors, something, something. Curse Ramon dancing his way down here. Was one table away from capturing that Headhunter title at the Cease and Desist HD Remix. Would love to get another shot at that belt. I mean, that's fair, but it's, you know, that's what happens whenever the three heads of the Triad end up becoming pretty dope and our rosters decide they want to explode. Like, I want to say this is only Ku's third match of the season. War God, top 3 strongest men in Blitz. There you go. Cade and Ramon already having words on the outside. Wargod here getting booed out of the arena. I don't think he cares. We got Project Mayhem. We got FCK. We have a very, very angry Polynesian man. We have a Bell triple threat, Extreme Rules action, and Cade immediately going after the biggest man in the match with that basement drop kick to the knees. Cade now catching the L's from both men here. Kersey throwing forearms, Kuth throwing overhead shots. We're heading out to the playground early. Kersey now going right after the War God. Blue Thunder Bomb. If I was Cade, I would grab the biggest weapon I possibly could from under the ring. Or not. Ramon showing the strength, going for that gut wrench bomb. Cade has none of it with that clothesline. See, now Cade listens. Wargod Ramon giving chase. Cade has a kendo stick. Big shot to the head of the War God. And then dumps it to the outside before anyone else can get it. Ramon throws that right hand, staggers Cade. Makes it a pair. Throws a pair left and rights while he's at it. Has Cade up on the shoulders. Drops him into the stun gun. Q and Ramon exchanging chops and shoulder bumps here. Larry, though, drops the War God. Cade goes for that forearm curse. He swats him away. Ramon with the snapmare. Into that fist drop. That'll rattle you a little bit. Samoan style headbutt. Ramon sent far corner. Northern lariat. We love kendo stick. He's a cool bro. Snap power slam, almost like a hip toss. Cade with their knockout knee to the War God. Cade's going to have to use that speed advantage because he's not going to win the power game here. Cade fights off the shot. Basement dropkick to the knee of the War God one more time. Kersey catches him, drops him with the DDT dead center. Cade back up to his feet, into the short arm shoulder tackle. Making his debut over in High Class 2 years ago, Cade has been he's become something completely unrecognizable from what he once was. But in doing that, he's become a lot more successful. Wargod snapmare and the elbow to the point of the head. Now those grounded headbutts to Kersey. Cade went from being a fun-loving guy. We're all green. Had a bunch of video game stuff on him. Lost that mask, went completely off as Gordon Batman making the appearance. Cade knew wasn't going to be good for anyone. Hits the Hadouken strike onto the War God. Drops for Ramon with the backbreaker. Into the Russian leg sweep. War God, though, apparently not a fan of the Chateau. The Shadow level. Hits that space. Tornado Ogawa wheel trip on Cade. Ramon that lariat into the corner. Putting the boots all over the War God here. Hooks the leg. Cade up, breaks it up at one. Runs to that back elbow. Dodges the shoulder tackle. Hits his forearm strike, though. Cade trying to throw the strikes to the War God, gets absolutely crippled with that knee, with that right hand. Cade staggered in the corner, fights out with a knee strike. Cade has a hold of War God. Tornado DDT almost looks like he caught him on the bat. Spins out the neck breaker. Rolls over. Looks like he was going for the red ring of death. Kersey right there to break it up. Cade ducks the line into that backbreaker. And then apparently vomits blood. Because why the hell not? Plants Ramon. Forearm strikes. Runs kicks off of the War God. Runs through the forearm one more time into the Bulldog. Kudo fighting back for the strikes one more time. Cade takes the knee. Has a hold of the War God. Drops him with the neck breaker one more time. Now transitions into the red ring of death. Cade here trying to steal with the submission. The move that cost him that mask I was referencing earlier. Ramon breaks it up. Ramon set far corner. Cade plants him topside. Cade has Kersey up. Horrible night for a curse. Falls into the cover, back press. And Cade surprisingly victorious here. War God didn't move after getting claimed with that red ring of death the second time. Right here, that top rope brainbuster. Move that won him 2 titles. And it was game over. Well, that wasn't, he didn't hit game over that match, but. Cade trying to stake his claim as the one and only contender to Jimmy Havoc. And now with 2 victories over Kersey Ramon in the last couple weeks, I might be inclined to agree. We're sticking with Mayhem as we have champions versus contenders. As the women's tag team champions representing here tonight with Mel Miller and Breeze. Breeze trying to get back on the winning ways after dropping that women's title over in Supernova Pro yesterday to Himari Sato. Taking on the women they will meet at As Luck would have his last pay-per-view. When Fluffy Bunnies attack. Air Caramba. This match non-title. Just kind of the champions feeling the environment, testing the waters. We know Chip Stackworth's absolute loathing of Mel Miller. However, the fact she's been on kind of a roll since joining Mayhem. Weird things happen when you join the Church of Ripley. CC Bones and Valentina looking to pick up tag team gold, trying to end the first reign, and only reign, really, that those women's tag team belts have had. Project Mayhem won them at the Golden Girls Classic and have not relinquished that just death grip yet. Will it take the team of 2 former women's champions to finally break the grip of Mayhem? We'll have to find out in a couple weeks. Right now it's just non-title. But, you know, weird things. We've got Breeze. We've got Mel Miller. I don't know if I'd want to stand in Breeze's way tonight. That just does not sound like a fun event. And apparently some kid agrees with the crazy. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to mic the audience? Breeze and Miller getting booed here, but they're kind of used to that, especially Mel Miller. No respect for Mel Miller. And their #1 contenders making their way in here. CC Bones, very high energy. Picked up 2 big victories over the Rising Stars in the last 2 weeks. One to get this contendership and one just to prove that there wasn't a fluke victory. Breeze starting things off against Bones. And that might be a singles match we have to book. Breeze ducks the line early, Snapdragon right out of the gate. Breeze with that quick snap forearm shot. Collar elbow tie, Breeze with the standing waist lock. Transition go behind. Bones standing switch. Into that quick takedown. Right back to work with the collar elbow tie. A Breeze pushing off the ropes. Bones that far side. Into that quick Japanese style arm drag. And then shades of her teachers. TJ Ramirez with a pop-up Frankensteiner. Now stopping on the neck. Into that perfect neck snap. Breeze trying to take out the kick. Same flying ability of Bones with that elbow to the knee strike. Yeah, I was going to say knee strike. There was no knee strike there. First tag. Mel Miller brought in. Mayhem double super kick. Bones still had enough energy to bring in Valentino, who hits that Liu Kang kick. Makes it a pair. Decides one more way isn't going to hurt anybody but Miller. Falls into the cover, dead center. Miller out right away at 1. Valentina's set back into the Mayhem corner. Miller hits those double knees to Chesty. Brings Breeze in. Breeze snaps off that forearm. Valentina right back into the Mayhem corner, gets ran through with the forearm straight. Breeze spins her around. Into the falling star. Breeze kicks down low, into the Trenzado. Floats over the cover. Valentina out at 2.3. Breeze into that Cobra Clutch style sleeper hold. Valentina powers her way out of it, fights back with the elbows. Is Bones even back on the apron yet? Snap kick right to the guts of Breeze. Valentina pops off a head scissor takedown of her own. Now it's her own perfect neck snap. Now trying to wrench wrench out that knee joint. Figure fours that neck out. Rizzo fights out of it, gets back up to standing base, catches a kick in the guts for her troubles. Now sent into the air, Karumba corner. There's Bones. Breeze up on the shoulders. Caliente buster. Bones. C defeat. Puts into the cover. Miller breaks up at one though. Tiltor heads her takedown from Bones, now lays out Miller. Breeze back up to her feet, floats over into the neck breaker. And then a back flip to show those stomps didn't mean dick. A Breeze with that DDT on the foot. Pop out the knees of Bones. Double leg takedown. Into that mouth, dropping bombs. Now has Bones in that Cobra Clutch style sleeper. Looking right at Valentina. Bones fights off of the elbows herself. Quick snap suplex. Breeze brings Miller back in. Who walks right into an Irish whip from Bones into the Karumba corner. Back elbow. Snapmare's out. Bones elbow to the back. Contenders here looking to upset the champions. Roll them Bones. Miller might be unconscious. Bones hooks the leg. Miller out at 2.3. Saki kick. Everyone's getting neck snaps. Miller brought back up to her feet. Sent into the Karumba corner. Fights away off with the right hand though. Kicks Bones down low, has her up. Into the brainbuster. Onto that knee. Bones slow to get back to her feet. Sent Irish whip. Miller catches her. Has a hold of that rear key lock. Bones over the Queen Hippo punches. Kicks Miller down low. Set back into the mate at Eric around the corner. Now Miller's up on Bone's shoulders. It's her version of the Caliente Buster. And Valentina comes down with a C defeat. So cute that they use each other's finishers. And Bone's right there to stop Breeze. And plans with that facebuster for good measure after the bell, but Eric Karumba is victorious here over the champions. Shades of TJ Ramirez or with that Fallen Star neck breaker. Breeze with then hit that Transado. Miller will get absolutely rocked with that roll them Bones right hand from CC. And Valentina would hit that C defeat stomp. Breeze would try to come in and break it up, but Bones was right there to stop her. The challenger's picking up big momentum going to win Fluffy Bunny's attack. No respect for Melvin. We move on now to our co-main event of the evening, as the undefeated rookie Nick Bruiser Jr. taking on our world heavyweight champion Ray Damonio. Could be a big opportunity for the young rookie. Of course, we know Ray Damonio's pedigree. No pun intended with the fact that that is his finisher, kind of, sort of, still. Damonio just a few short days away from a full 365 days as champion. Has lost one singles match in his career. Since joining our roster, at least. Since becoming a part of the triad. His Fate and Tag Team matches and multi-man matches isn't as good, but, you know, that's going to happen. Nick Bruiser out here first. And the number one contender, Jerome Alpha, taking shots at the champion. To send him sternum first into the steps. Alpha here looking to wear down the champ. Daddy's 3 count checking on him. Damonio's still going to go here. I don't think Nick Bruiser's the man you want to go against. We missed the Liu Kang and a flying clothesline there. Basement dropkick, and Bruiser actually ducked it as the champ up on the shoulders spins him out. He knows like 6 wrestling moves, and one of them is an airplane spin for the order. And now stretch muffler. Champion in trouble here. Fights his way up. Throwing shots to the top of the head of Bruiser. Big lariat into the corner. And then a quick snap right hand. Champion's down. And then runs through with another haymaker shot. I mean, Alpha's undefeated this season, so I don't know. Damonio out at 1. Bruiser hits that quick stinger of a kick. And it drops that right left hand. It's been all Nick Bruiser Jr. here. Into that northern mount, just throwing lefts and rights. Champion hasn't been this dominated in, I think, ever. Short curb stomp. Snaps off another sick right hand. And right back to work with the stretch muffler. Apparently Bruiser's trying to show he can do more than throw punches. Iceman's already caught the L train. Damonio hits that low kick. Butterflies the arms. Kingdom Come out of nowhere. Damonio back press. Nick Bruiser grabbed a hold of the rope. I don't know if that counts as the first man to kick out of it, but Bruiser's the first man to survive a Kingdom Come. I don't know if the champ got a full head of it either. Drops Bruiser with a pair of rights. Sends him far side, reversal on the Irish whip. Comes back with the face buster. Bruiser sent into the corner. Damonio grabs a hold of the wrist. Runs off. Damonio DDT dead center. Pulls Bruiser away from the ropes. Floats into the cover. We might have to make that a thing. Bruiser here, still kicking off strong. Damonio hangs him up on the top rope. Big boot takes Bruiser fully to the outside. Demonio looking to fly here. Harkening back to his Lucha Libre heritage. Bruiser catches him with that right hand and lays out the champion. Demonio back to his feet, stops the right hand shot, throws a set of his own, hits that soul kick down low. Bruiser and Demonio fighting outside on the playground, exchanging right hands here. Big shot to the guts. Into the G1. Referees count at 7. Oh, now it's at 7. I lied. Bruiser sent back in. Demonio drops the face to the drops the arm to the mush. Hits that leg drop. Champion back in. Pulls Bruiser away from the ropes. Big stomp. Demonio now putting in work. He's trying to kick through the ribcage of Nick Bruiser Jr. here. Brings the rookie to his feet. Rock bottom out of nowhere. Bruiser stops the shot and throws a right hand. And Iceman throwing out the challenge for Demonio. 3 count taken out by that Irish whip. Bruiser throws a special circuit combo, hits that uppercut. Bruiser back press, hooks the leg. And Nick Bruiser, in his rookie season, just defeated the world champion, who now has his 2nd singles loss. Chalk up that early interference to Drome Alpha, though. That might be the biggest upset this side of the Jabroni effect. Demonio would hit that Demonio DDT. Bruiser also not only beat the champion, was the first man to survive the Kingdom Come. Didn't kick out of it, he had to grab the rope, but still survived it. Demonio would try something stupid, jump off that top and dive into that right hand. Would hit the rock bottom out of nowhere, but Bruiser would come back and throw that special circuit combo to his possibly damaged ribs of the champ. And yeah, wow. We still have another match. Main event. #1 contender for the Women's Championship, which the fact I finally get to say that for Shannon Higgins just tickles me deeply. I feel like she's been overlooked since signing last season. Getting her first single shot at gold in the triad when Fluffy Bunny's attack against Callie Dane. Before she can get there, though, she has to survive the winner of the inaugural Betty White Invitational last season, Kamoko Kanemaru. I think Chip Sackworth secretly has a crush on Iggy. Has had a shot at the tag team titles with partner Luna Osgood, finally getting her first singles shot at gold. I don't even think she ever had a singles title match over in Supernova. I know she's been in multi-women's title matches, but I don't think it's ever been a one-on-one match. Correct me if I'm wrong, which very good chance I am. That's also fair. Well, before Himari Sato, I think it's, you know, she's newer. Before Sato, I thought it was Iggy. And the champion not want to wait to win Fluffy Bunny's attack, going right after Iggy. Oh, there you go. She had one shot against Val. And Dane throwing the absolute work to Iggy here. Has a hold of that arm. Trying to break the wrist. Thing is, this was supposed to be a no-holds-barred match. Iggy might still have to fight here tonight. Dane drops the elbow. I see what you did there. Iggy then fights back with the Firewoman's takedown. And hits that running super kick. Spins Dane around. Dane then fighting back from the waistlock with the back elbows. Thanks, camera guy. Standing switch, kick to the inside of the knee joint. Iggy has a hold of the champ. Trying to center into those barricades now. Iggy trying to get in the ring. Dane giving chase. And 3 count's already outside. He's not taking this as an actual match. Iggy up playing it with that face buster. Dane with that short curb stomp. Double leg takedown off throwing the right hands. Sick lariat drops the challenger. 3 count trying to separate Dane and Iggy here. And we're getting more help out here. I guess that's going to do it for our show here tonight. So for all of our winners and losers, but most importantly for Nick Bruiser Jr., who picked up what might be the biggest win in his career unless he gets a title shot and wins that one. I have been your voice of choice, Dr. Marxout. I am signing off. Chip Stack, you got any news for us? Do we need any, you know, end of the show shout out? Alert for when blackout's going on? All right, there you go. No news. We'll just see things when they happen. Pay attention to the feed. Like, share, subscribe. Supernova Pro Wrestling, High Class Wrestling, us here at Blitz. Until our next show, which I'm thinking Remedy will be Friday. Have a good night.